now has an affiliate of the Smithsonian Institute and Market Square. And get your cameras ready. Look right in front of you. Look at that green octagon rooftop. One of few only octagon rooftops prior to this way. Now hold that down for a second. Look at street level. Look at the bride and groom on street level. At the end of the street bridge, on Preston Street Bridge, there we have the bride and groom. You see them folks? To the left hand side, maybe about 50 yards in front of there, right there, you have the bouquet. Y'all see it? Preston Street Bridge is an iron with Senate Gate Bridge. One of 10 left in the United States, one of 5 in San Antonio, and one of 2 along the railroad. Have you noticed there are many weddings today on the railroad? We have many weddings on the San Antonio Railroad, many wedding proposals, and many ladies taking their pictures for their bridal party, for the future bridal day. We also have a lot of what's called the quinceañeras, when young ladies become 15 years of age, and I'll take the pictures here as well. Now, to this is, look right in corner. Look at this double iron sculpture. It was designed by Ronda Pisanio in honor of the 300th anniversary of the first Spanish Catholic Mass held on the San Antonio River, June 13, 1691. It fell upon the feast day of San Antonio, but guess what? It is also known as Marriage Island. Many weddings take place here as well. Navarro Street Bridge. In honor of Jose Antonio Navarro, one of the signers of the Texas Declaration of Independence. Speaking of independence, Teddy Roosevelt and his Rough Riders used this river, exit here, and practice for the Spanish-American War. There used to be a mill here, known as Napa Mill, used to grind grain for us. As we move forward, if we look at the right corner, here we have the Westin Hotel. It is the official home, away from home, of the opponents of the San Antonio Spurs. You know, American team. Do we have any San Antonio Spurs fans on parade? You folks are going to go far in life. Alfred says, get your cameras ready. Alfred says, get your cameras ready. Now, look to my left-hand corner now. Here we have the Power Light building. One has the green octagon rooftop. Now, look at the building at its entirety. Look from left to right, base to height. It has many themes. A great sense of form, scale, ornamentation. To me personally, it represents a great sense of optimism. Why? It was built in the 1920s, the Roaring 20s, the Great Gatsby. Guess what? Built in 1928 at a cost of $3 million. Lost in 1929 due to the Great Depression, forced to be resold. Are you ready for this? Grand total, $27,000 due to the Great Depression. Whoa, what a loss. Second, look at the rooftop. Look at the rain gutters in the shape of gargoyles. Come down to the first floor now. Note the grotesque figures right up on the first floor. It makes this building a neo-Gothic grotesque style building. By the way, these grotesque figures were selected by a panel of world-renowned judges. These grotesque figures happens to be my wife's ex-boyfriend. Right inside Home and Suite, utilized between 1919 and 1963. Excellent example of that style. In 95, it became the Home and Suite. Ladies and gentlemen, after this tour, I'm going to invite you to a very special place. It means a lot to me. Born and raised in San Antonio, I like to showcase my hometown. After this tour, tomorrow or even tonight, return to St. Mary Street, go 4 blocks south here, and visit the King William area. These are our 19th century Victorian homes of San Antonio. Would you love to have breakfast or lunch in a Victorian mansion? It's called the Gutter House, built in 1859 before 3 p.m. And guess what? I'm back to St. Mary Street, go 4 miles south, and visit your American history. All the missions are free. Mission San Jose is the queen of the missions, built in 1720. And second, now look right behind me now, folks. Look at my Tower Light building. Gaze up to the 6th floor. You know that the 6th floor is in the shape of a valve ship coming into harbor. Isn't that fantastic?
The building.
Right in front of you, that's our courthouse. That is the oldest operating courthouse in the great state of Texas. 1896. That red building right there with the end-shaped dome. To the right hand side is the International Building. It's called such because North American Free Trade Agreement was signed in San Antonio by the Presidents of Mexico, Canada, and the USA. Now, as I go forward, I'm going to make a right-hand turn, and as I do, Alfred says, now look to my pin sight, and then way at the end. What you're looking at happens to be our floodgate, 15 feet wide and 15 feet deep. Now, in case of major rainfall in San Antonio, water flow will go from north to south, exit the floodgates behind us. The gate will exit on Western Drawbridge to protect the horseshoe bend of the river. It is the deepest part of the river. It is 12 feet deep. It is the best place to have an initiation party. Now, why do we have the river walk? In 1921, we had a major flood, a great loss of property and life to the citizens of San Antonio. In 1924, they actually were going to pave over the river. Thanks to the ladies of the San Antonio Conservation Society, they protected the river from being destroyed. The plans were carried out in 1930, 1940 with the help of the Works Progress Administration at a cost of $430,000. Imagine what it cost to build today. Incredible, right? Now, right-hand side, look at the sidewalk. It is a gift from the Jury Pass Hotel at no cost to the city of San Antonio. And the building right in front of you, that yellow building right there, that happens to be the Jury Pass Hotel. I'm going to recommend, after the tour, you walk right inside the hotel lobby. Why? That is where they filmed the Disney movie Flight Check. You know, the original banner used in that Disney movie, and it is a former Alamo National Bank built in 1929. And the same Bureau, that's the Big Alamo. And second, speaking about the Alamo, Alfred says, look to my left side now. Now, this park has great historical significance to the great state of Texas. Please excuse the appearance of the park. It is under renovation. But this is where Santana himself brought the surviving women and children of the Battle of the Alamo. He gave each survivor toothpastes and a blanket. On March 6, 1836, early dawn, no later than 6 a.m. in the morning, Gregory Esparza was killed at the Alamo while guarding the cannons at the Alamo. His son was looking for him. His son was escorted by his uncle. Who was his uncle? His uncle was a soldier under Santana himself. In other words, two brothers fought against each other. Therefore, the soldier asked Santana, I would like to give my brother Gregory Esparza a Christian burial. The rest of the body will burn. The ashes of the heroes of the Alamo folks is right behind their park at San Fernando Cathedral. 14 women and children inside the Battle of the Alamo.